Okay, so the kid is from the last stream already overclocked. Yo, Tyler, what's good, bro? So it's already a little bit overclocked, and now we're gonna do the fine tunings. We're gonna try and disable gear down mode and the power down. Increase the voltage and hopefully squeeze out a little bit more performance. And then we're doing some FPS testing. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but I'm in your stream. Call me daddy, maybe. No. No. Did she, like, she fell off, right? Where did she go, bro? Carly, what's her name? Carly J? That song was pretty good before. What happened? I'm so glad you sung it, though. I got you, bro. I got you. Oh, all right. I think this hit 4200, and the CPU hit a little bit higher last time. I am using the cheapest cooler on the planet. I am using... It's in the description of this video, I think. Oh no, I messed up. I usually just click my second channel link here. It's one of those, Amazon affiliate links. I'm gonna try and get people to buy it. Oh wait, no, alright, I messed up. I didn't paste like the real link. Okay, that's my bad. I put it here also. So that one is the one I used. Check it out if you want it. It might, if you're not logged in, it's not gonna show you the real website, unfortunately. Right, so we did hit better scores here, I think, last time. I'm not sure what happened. I haven't touched, like, this PC's been standing still. I haven't done anything, basically. Oh! Peerless Assassin SEV2. Isn't that the same one? No, is that the one with the dual fans? Yeah, AIOs, bro, it's just a waste, to be honest. It's just a waste. It handles 200 watt. So, oh no, but that doesn't matter. Just put the fan up a little bit. Or is the heat sink that's in the way? Or what's the problem? Yeah, so this hit a little better. I'm not sure why. It's the exact same overclock. This is also about... Oh, that doesn't matter. Come on, that's decent enough. Okay. Let's jump in and just turn off gear down mode. Baby, my duo. Should we save? I'm gonna save this profile to my USB also. Oh no. Oh, good, it's happening, bro. I thought it was gonna get stuck or something. Oh my god, I don't remember doing all of these profiles. Save to USB. Hopefully that's gonna be saved. And then I was looking at your video, then seeing comments. Of what video? Which day? 23rd May, stable. So this was before we did all of this now. Oh yeah, QTS Electron. I took a look at this guide, Electron guide. And it seems more reasonable, at least, than Corvus guide. So yeah, I should test the Electron stuff also. All right, let's put in the voltage. And then we're gonna disable gear down mode and power down. And not touch any of the timings. Just to see exactly what this does. I don't know, Corvy's been my favorite. But now, when I saw Electron's guide and that he only claimed that the FPS boost was like 20%, kind of feeling that maybe we should listen to Electron instead of Corvy. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just lost basically all my trust for Corby after that. Just not okay to claim that those kinds of games, bro. That was crazy. That was pretty crazy. But we moved on from that. I hope. All right, powder mode, gear mode, and it's still booting. That's a good sign. Let's see here. Did we save the? It did not save. See, I don't understand. We saved it to the USB, but it's not here. I don't understand. Where does it save it if not here? Here. Here. I don't know how to say that, bro. Alright, that is a little bit strange. Let's see if that did anything here. Here. Is that how you say it? I don't know, bro. Okay, so let's post the score that we had. Nope. It didn't save. Did I save it on my other PC? Maybe. Nope. Okay. Alright. Let's at least post that. So this is what we changed. Gear mode, powder mode, and the DRAM voltage. Maybe we should check our temps also. Or was this the RAM kit that didn't show the RAM temps? Let's wait with that. Hey bro, can you give me tips for more FPS? Have you benchmarked the Windows 32 pre-order separation stuff? It's a lot of work, but it might be worth it. At least for your main PC. You used a delay tool, like a tweaking utility. What did it change it to? Most common is 36. If you ask ChatGPT, it's 42. They're like the best value. When I only did like a thorough benchmark once, and then 37 was best for me. 42 is pretty common. 37, no, 36 and 42 are the most common. 26 also pretty common. Yeah, but you need to benchmark. It's different on every PC, so you can't just believe what people say. Yeah. As long as it's better than default, then it's okay. Alright, so gear down mode did a lot, and power down also a lot. What's your score right now, bro? Oh, that is a little bit hot. His also? Wait, don't you have a huge cooler? I think mine doesn't even come close to that. It's like 10 degrees cooler. Yeah, mine hits 77 with pass mark. But 78. I don't know. I haven't checked the temps, I think, when running the memory one. All right, so you hit 4,320. That's pretty good. I've never hit 4,300 and 41 latency. This is better. What's your ADA? Have you checked that? Can you do that right now? Check your ADA latency. I don't even have that. You, yeah, I mean, you. You means yes in Swedish. Yeah, then we have the same motherboard. Yeah, this is I think more accurate than Passmark. Yeah, the MSI is definitely my favorite BIOS, for sure. Just the memory try it makes it better than everything else. For beginners, I'm thinking everybody's gonna want MSI. But you have the X870 board also. Are you on that right now? It was a 39. And how much score? But did you wait, 39 on Ada? No. You don't need a 3/3, bro. How much is that in Swedish money, bro? That's a lot of money. Oh, Passmark. Okay. 330 pounds to sec. Oh my god, bro. That's a lot of money. Oh god, bro. 4,259. That's crazy. The most I've ever paid for a motherboard was about half. Like lower than half. It was like, I think it was 1,800 Swedish crowns. Yeah. But so it was better in terms. Did you have best benchmark it? 8 was 61. Oh, that's pretty good. I plan to keep the 36 Ti. It is pretty good, the 36 Ti. I built a 12400F 36 Ti computer yesterday, and the score on Passmark is not everything, obviously, but the 3060 Ti hits 21k, and the 4060 only hits 19, around 19. Obviously the 4090 is gonna hit a little bit higher, but 4200. What about a 5070 30? All right, so it is better, obviously, but I mean the 3060, it is a good graphics card. Oh, on your 3060 Ti, I never touch my graphics card. In Fortnite, it doesn't matter. So yeah, but in benchmarks should be 10% better. That's quite a lot. And I'm guessing, like, if you benchmark FPS benchmark Cyberpunk, it's gonna do a lot. Because 10% more performance, that's a lot. Right, is this stable? I'm not so sure this is gonna be stable. Let's find out. Now, so before we didn't undervolt the CPU and everything, so now it's just gonna crash. So this doesn't like when you mess with your CPU also. But you know what? I don't care about that. I know, but you got me loving. Bro, it's the same for me, you know? I just started overclocking, I don't know, a month ago? It was not a long time ago, bro. Maybe 2 months ago. Oh, it was the timing is the one that you had. So what I like to do, or at least what I used to like to do, is use the memory, try it. If it worked, print screen the timings, and then try and go back and retrieve some of the timings to try to find a sweet spot. And most of the time, you know, it works pretty good for Fortnite, but it doesn't pass the white crunch one. But that doesn't matter. See my, where did you post that? In setup? Alright, so you're running at 12700 non-K on an H610. You are losing a little bit of performance when you're running this on this motherboard. But this is a good PC. Alright, oh, you have two 240 Hz monitor? That's pretty good. The problem is that this CPU pulls too much power. So this motherboard can only deliver like 105 watts, I think. And this CPU wants like 180 when it's maxing out. But when you play Fortnite and games like that, it shouldn't really matter that much. But if you play, like, utilize this or edit or streaming and stuff like that, it's gonna pull more power and then it's gonna be limited. But I don't know, this looks pretty good. I bought it from AliExpress. Let's go. Oh no, built in my headset. That's not good, bro. I hate those microphones. We will get the DDR5 10,000 megahertz. What? Is that like a 1 in a billion? 10 inches? That is not that big. Oh, you have the Apex 3 TKL. And I have the Apex 9. I was too cheap. I wanted to get the Apex Pro, but I'm not paying that, bro. That is just not happening. GG. This is above average, I would say. Okay, so this isn't stable in terms of white cruncher. I don't care that much about that. Let's try and hit 800 on the TFC. Or should we skip that? I kind of don't want to overclock right now. I want to benchmark the overclock. And then we're gonna put back the Expo profile. And then see the FPS difference. So I'm thinking, I'm just gonna make sure, I'm not sure actually right now if Fortnite, they've done, I think, 2 updates since I last played. And that's probably gonna mess with the FPS a little bit. Let's just see how hot this gets also before. You had a Johnspo D31 mesh screen case. Oh, is that one that when they have like the part of the side panel is mesh? It's a screen. Those are really cool. But aren't those expensive? Okay, yeah, I've seen some people use this. That is pretty cool. There are some cases, you know, that this part of the case is a screen. Have you seen those? Those are crazy also. But is this an LCD? Like, can you put wherever you want here? Or is it only temps? Like, can you put like a GIF like this? Or have it, oh, can you game on this? Like, can you use it as a real monitor? 1 month, that's not a long time, bro. Yeah, this is a cool case. Did you sell the case? Or did you sell the PC? Or what did you do with it? I tried to play Fortnite on it on 6 Bro, you should make a video about that. You should have posted something. I just found out about your second channel. I knew that you had the Mercy one, but I didn't think that you posted stuff on it. So I just went in and saw that you did a bunch of stuff. So the case. You need to buy it again, bro, and make a video. That was my first ever channel. Oh, one of those. Right, let's see what this hits. Did you get two MSI monitors from Curry's? Is that like a retailer from where you live? Which country were you from, Tyler? Spec Brains was created only last year. Same here, bro. We are newcomers to the space. The UK. Oh, Curry's UK. Oh, so you live in... Do you guys live close to each other? Could you, if you wanted to, meet up and grab a hamburger? Or fish and chips? Three houses. Oh, that's a lot, bro. I'm not gonna walk that far. The classic fish and chips. I had fish and chips when I was in the UK. It was okay. The best fish and chips I've had was probably in Indonesia, actually. Those were crazy good. But the best food I ate when I was in London was like a... You know, there's the Ferris wheel. And the London Shard, the blue building, or like the glass building. Right in between those, on the side of the river where the Shard is, one street in from the river, there's like a food market. Oh my god, that sausage was crazy. One stick assisting always. Yeah, always use 2 sticks. Most memory units. Oh no, this is not good. This means that it's unstable. Alright, let's see if we can play Fortnite. Most memory controllers work the best if you have 2 sticks of RAM. So I should always use that. Okay, spec bench. Dual channel. Do you always get dual channel when you have 2 sticks of RAM? Most people don't know about this, but you actually don't. So in order to achieve dual channel with 2 sticks, you need dual rank memory. Then you achieve dual channel. Otherwise, to achieve dual channel, you need 4 sticks of RAM. So on a RAM kit, on the chipset, without heat sink. So as you can see here, these are the memory, like the modules, the memory modules. If you only have this on one side of your RAM, you only have single rank memory. And if you have 2 of those, you don't get the dual channel advantage. And basically all the cheap RAM kits, they only had, it's like this. So you only have it on one side. But you don't notice because they put a heatsink on it. So it like covers up. So to actually achieve that, no, bro. Now I don't own a single kit of dual rank memory, and those are expensive. Yeah, I mean they don't look like green or like this, but dual rank memory costs a lot. You can actually take a look if you have a RAM kit. Normally they are black like this, and then they put a heatsink on top of it. So most kits aren't actually dual rank. You can also check in the parts number. If you have a 1R, that means single rank, and 2R means dual rank. Yo, Benny, what's good, bro? At 1R versus 2R RAM. Mine is 5R. Let's go. No, so this is a. Should have maybe Googled this right away. This is a jungle, bro. Yeah, but if you watch like benchmark videos, the FPS difference is not that big. But it is like 5% or something, 6%. Okay, let's see here. I'm not sure if the lows are gonna be bad now. Probably. I wanna run CAFMX at the same time. You know, I'm gonna fix this. I usually go into my YouTube channel to switch channels. And now when I put the Discord on top, it just messes up my my flow here. So I'm gonna switch them real quick. Let's see here. More customize. Second channel. Tweaks and testing. Boom. I got a comment. Good ASMR. Oh, thank you, bro. Gonna reply to that later, hopefully. Okay, if we're up to that, it's gonna be YouTube first. Yes. All right, good. Oh, but we weren't even going there. I was going here. I just noticed that. All right, so the 7800 X3D and 4060, 8 days ago. Bro, this is capped. All right, but still, this is pretty good. Did I post an uncapped video also? Oh, I don't think I did after the... No, I don't think I did. This was before the last RAM OC, I think. All right, so are we gonna remember this? $73. All right, I'm just gonna pin this so we know what FS we should be getting if it's not messed up. Credit code. Kritak, bro. Let's go. Should we buy something? No. This is cleaner than my Mandalorian skin, though. Kinda wished I had that. Wait. Oh, no. These are better than the ones I have. No, the red white, mine is cooler, right? Like there can't be many people buying the music. That'd be great. Okay, so let's hope that this doesn't crash. Oh my god. That might actually happen now. Was that the reason why we didn't turn on the Geda mode? Maybe. Start with Windows. Might as well. With RAM OC. Oh. No, I don't have the new crosshair app. I do not. Is there time? I need to make like... Oh no, we jumped way too early. I thought we were jumping too late. I got scared. Oh well, that's okay. Oh no, it's hard to see where you're flying without a crosshair. Come on, bro. Yeah, we're cooked. Right, I'm just gonna believe that he's not gonna key us. That's unfortunate. What the fuck is this music I'm listening to? Oh my god, it's so horrible. I don't care what like Spotify's doing when you put in like a song radio to find new songs. And they put on like, you wanna vomit because it's so bad. It kinda sounds like... How am I supposed to explain this? Somebody who wants to start creating music, like rapping. But has like the worst mic and recording stuff. And his friend says that he's like a DJ or a mix or whatever. And they're standing not in like a studio, but outside in a skate park for children. That's a good one. Do you know someone called Cheesne? No, I do not. Is that a... It doesn't sound like a Fortnite player. Is it a tweaker? Oh, we reached 1,000 hours of watch time on this channel. That's pretty good. It's a Fortnite player. Oh no, is it a cheater? I feel like you're about to expose somebody. Did your game just lag? Yes. But every time they update, the first games are gonna be a little bit wonky. And I haven't played since like the last 3 updates, I think, on this PC. It was like 3 weeks ago almost. Yo, Hypnotize. What's good, bro? A friend of his posted a benchmark like last year, and of course, so many people that do it. I was curious if it was you. What? Wait. A friend of his posted a benchmark like last year, and of course, there's not many people that do it. No, it was not me. I don't know who that is. All my benchmarks I posted is on the main channel. That's what I asked. Yeah. That's alright. What rank are you? Are you what's even the name? Emperor. Like with your skill, bro, you should be Emperor ×2. Diamond? Oh. It'll be ranked for benchmarks. It's kind of cheating though. Like those lobbies are a little bit easier. I am bronze 3. That's good also, bro. Like if you're over 30 and you play ranked to begin with and not just quit ranked because there's too many sweats and you play pubs, that's good, bro. Wait, is the entire stream frozen for you guys? My OBS is frozen. I mean, you have to say something, bro. For how long has it been like this? No. But can you hear the game? But you can't just see. Oh no, no, no. I have 3 mats left. Toss a grenade and hope for the best. GG, bro. No! No, you couldn't see that! Oh my god, he followed me through the toilet. And then I threw grenades. And then I killed him with fall damage with the grenade. Bro, no! No! Oh, I can't clip that either for... Nah, bro! Alright, I'm gonna restart that. What happened with the... With the capture card? Oh no, now my entire game froze instead. No, now it's back. Alright. Oh my god, that was such a cool shot, bro. Wait, why doesn't this work? Oh no, is it the RAM OC? Why isn't it working? What could that possibly be? Like, what's causing... Oh, it's just Fortnite is frozen? Wait. Yo, Janko. Wait, how is this possible? The game is frozen. But not Windows. Oh. It crashed. Okay, is it the OC that's unstable? Or is it my driver? Because this is not a good driver. Alright, I'm gonna try and lower the OCA, I guess. I don't want to do that really, but maybe we have to. I'm gonna get the 77IC or 78W. Both of those are good graphics cards, but I would not get them if you play Fortnite a lot. But if you mainly play other games, those are gonna be pretty good. Oh my god, I don't want to troubleshoot. This is the problem when you overclock and do weird stuff, is when you wanna play the game, and that clip was crazy, bro. You don't play Fortnite, alright. Oh no, bro, come on. You've committed. You need a white graphics card. You can remove the plastics and like spray paint them, but I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out. Alright, I'm not sure what to... Should we remove the undervolt on the CPU? That might be why it's messing up now. Way worse. Yeah, it is a lot worse. But do you play CPU games or do you play graphics card games? Because if you get a used 3060, that's not gonna go down that much in price. And then you can get like a 5070 maybe in 2 years for a good deal. Oh no, the CPU, the undervolt is on the 10. So you can watch it for hours. Oh, I'm glad to hear, bro, say that. I think they're kind of boring. But like if I make it, post it. After 2 weeks, sometimes I can have it on the background, just like to have something on. But I'm thinking I should maybe have like lo-fi or something also. But at the same time, I'm thinking if people want lo-fi, they can just put on lo-fi themselves also. You know? Alright, so we're gonna enable gear down mode again. Because we can't have Fortnite crashing when we're doing benchmarks. called F1. Oh yeah. The 77 XT is 100 US more expensive. Oh, that is a lot. Yeah, but like 100 USD, that's like percentage wise. How much more expensive is that? Isn't that like 30% more expensive? But you know, if you want the most bang for the buck, I think you should get a 3080. You get 10 gigabytes of VRAM for a pretty good deal. But the 7800 XT with 16 gigabytes of VRAM is probably one of the price to performance best graphics card if you don't play Fortnite. Oh my god, 700? Yeah, that's not a good price to pay for a used 3080. Here is like 300 maybe? 350? Okay, let's see what happens here. That was so strange. Like, why did the game was frozen but not? Please don't crash. Not a big difference. Yes, but we haven't gotten to the fun part with actually benchmarking and seeing difference. But the FPS difference in the lows are pretty big. But this is not good. Why is it crashing now, bro? This was stable before, and now it's like crashing. Should we just quit this and do it on the 9800X 3D instead? Because that is stable. But that RAM OC is not as big. But maybe that's why it's stable. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, the only problem is like using a tweaking utility takes 20 minutes. OCing RAM takes forever. Oh my god, CL40? Yeah, that's not very good. That's a little bit high. Yeah, but it takes so much time. But if you do it slowly, watch some videos on how to do it, and yeah, I mean, it is good for performance, but not sure how good yet. Like if I'm gonna recommend people to actually take the time and learn it, then it needs to be at least 10%. Avoiding a bunch of white spots flashing. Oh, that's not good, bro. That sounds very, very, very annoying. I get like annoyed at you know Discord notifications, stuff like that. If my monitor was like blinking stuff, you know, that sounds like a driver issue though. If it only happens when you watch videos. Bro, why is it crashing so much now? Alright, we're putting back power and gear down and turning off PBO. Let's see if this happens. If this doesn't work, I'm switching PC, bro. My driver is up to date. Maybe try an older one or the newest one. See if there's a difference. Sometimes just weird stuff happens with your driver. Maybe you only need to use DDU and then reset all the driver stuff. And then reinstall the same one that you have. Oh, what kind of problems? I haven't heard about that. I'm using, on this PC, I'm using 57236, I think it was. But on all my other PCs, I'm gonna use the 57640. So it's the same. Oh, it started crashing. The whole PC or like games? Yeah. This doesn't seem to be stable at all. I'm not sure, but this was stable. We did run like Y Cruncher for 10 minutes last time. Okay, I'm gonna go switch PC to the 9800 XUD instead. I asked him about updating. He told me that he did. Server everything good once again. How did he update? Did he use DDU or did he just download with the NVIDIA app? Oh, you don't have Windows. Oh, that sounds risky, bro. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. We switch PCs. Oh no. Is this frozen? Bro, what? No, it's just my mouse is. I didn't. Alright. I have like wireless USB receiver. I didn't move the wire. But you're right. He used NVIDIA app to update. Then you got the older one. Yeah, because that's a known problem. If you don't use DDY, it can cause all bunch of random stuff to happen. I really wanted the thumbnail on a video saying we went from 5600 to 6400 with tighter timings. But that's not what's gonna happen now. We did on this kit go from 6000 CL36 to 6200 CL32 with tighter timing. So this is also decent. It is overclocked. So this is gonna be the same like concept, but not as fun. Let's just run this. I'm gonna get my GPU UPS. You're running a UPS? You do not hear a lot of people using those. I've only seen it like in movies. I've never like seen it in real life. Somebody use a UPS. They do like important stuff that you don't want to lose. Or what's the reason for the UPS? I need to switch the title now. The streamers be very crazy up that angry here. Oh no, we have the wrong image also, bro. I kind of want to quit this stream and do this tomorrow. But let's fix that instead. Yeah, so this kid is not as overclocked. Oh my god, the thumbnail. Alright, I'm just gonna take a print screen of this. I'm not gonna. This was like a crazy stream, like spontaneous stream. So I'm just not gonna save this, so the thumbnail doesn't really matter. It's not like when people go in, but bro, you have a 7800 XD in the thumbnail. You have to go, Tyler. Take care, bro. Thank you for watching. Did you already use the 76X? I still have it. I tried selling it. Nobody wanted to buy it. AMD builds are so hard to sell compared to Nvidia and Intel builds. Which is a little bit unfortunate. But I got the 7600X at a really good price, so I can go down and probably sell it for the price that I bought it for. I don't know. Yeah, the Ryzen 5 7600X. I made a couple videos on the second channel with that. Oh, when I'm selling that PC, I have a AMD GPU in it. I don't have any other GPU to put in right now. That's what I meant. But in general, the only CPU that I've been able to sell was the 9800 XTD. I sold like 3 of those, 4 maybe. The 7800 XTD, I can't sell that. The 7600X, can't sell that. The 5800X, nobody writes on it. And I did sell the 5600, but that was to a friend, so that doesn't count. So he bought it for like the exact price that I paid for it, almost. I lied a little bit. He was happy, bro. He looked it up on others who sell the same specs, and he got it for cheaper. Don't tell him. Alright, so we're back. Hopefully this is not gonna crash. There might be a problem with the shaders. Swedish? Yes. Originally from Iceland, but that was a long time ago. Low. Look why the low so low, bro. You sounded like Anomaly. I do not know what that is. Is that a gamer? I come from the same country as PewDiePie. If you heard him. Or Zlatan. But nobody knows who that is. Oh, it's a CS streamer. Ah, I don't know that well. I don't watch that many streamers, to be honest. I mostly watch Fortnite stuff also. Alright, so who is he running from? I get like annoyed when you try to slide and it doesn't let you. Victor, bro, that is not Swedish name though. Victor sounds pretty Swedish, but Gyökeres, that's not Swedish, bro. He's from Greece or Japan or something. Alright, so he's shooting from the top. Can we go up and surprise him? Bro, I built to prevent that, but we just wouldn't connect. Does he not have any mats? But that's a good thing. When you don't have mats and you have 0 ping, it doesn't matter. That's a good thing. You can just spray and pray. Alright, so we're gonna need care from X. Lows were a little bit low, so we need to fix that. Here for the results, bro. I'm gonna post a video after the benchmarks are complete. Oh, his dad is Hungarian. Okay, that might explain his last name. I would never guess Hungarian though. Alright, so we need to record a game and use CareFromX. And for the results to be accurate, I want to compare like in-game FPS, not just to... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So when you only do like a solo custom or creative or whatever, you don't get the real answer. Especially not when you do replays. That's such a bad way to do benchmarks. What you want is to fight off spawn, compare that FPS, fight in the mid game, and then fight in the end game. And preferably also do scrims. So I'm gonna try and do that. And then analyze CareFromX with that. But what I really want to do is record a gameplay with CareFromX running. And then have like side by side, so you see the CareFromX analytics when you're running around and fighting, so you know like what is causing the FPS drop and stuff like that. But this is like cancer when you start like this. Oh, alright, we're not gonna do this right now. You have to set it up so... I don't understand. Why can't they have a pre-made profile that just remove all the bullshit and set the settings that everybody wants? It's so annoying. But first we have to compile the update shaders, so... It's gonna be a few games. Yeah, look up, bro. I think we get 1200 FPS even. I'm gonna do that. I thought it was terrible. Oh no. Bro, so low. Right, so he's expecting us to jump down now? GG, bro. Don't impulse in, bro. Everybody loves the impulse in here. Bro, how? Oh my god. That's the best part. When you have 0 ping, you don't have to stand to see everybody. You can shoot when there was like 5 seconds ago and still get the limit. How do you compile shaders? There is a fast way to do it with this map, but this only works a little bit. Basically, whenever they update or change something in Fortnite, you have to see that in game for the shaders to compile. So basically, when the light hits on a new weapon that they add, that you have or are about to pick up, then the FPS is gonna drop the first time you do that. If they add like a new tree, a new type of bush, a new stone, like whatever they add, and usually takes like 20 games in total. Yo, Alan. Yeah, but this are the, I mean, we compiled shaders like 2 weeks ago, a week ago on this, so it's just the latest update. But yeah, I keep dying of spawn, which is I should just go in the pubs and just drive around, because then it goes super fast. But I do that so much, bro. It's so boring. So I want to at least play something else. I just wanted to play tonight. I bought some chips. Some Pepsi Max and some Coke. Coke. Did I say Coke? I meant chocolate. I do not do Coke. But... Alright, we're gonna fix this. Come on, bro. Why is this taking so long? Oh my god. So whatever you do, CL36, they're gonna put all this shit here. Nobody wants to see this. So we want to run CL36 at least like 2-3 games, and then aggregate those runs. But we don't want all of this shit in the way. So the requirement is that we get somewhat similar games to make a fair comparison. All right, so we don't want this to auto hide, because this is gonna hide our other overlay. So I have to put in that, and then I'm gonna switch the capture time. I have to set to 0, so it captures like until we stop it. F6. All right. 2-second delay, something like that. I do want to see if we are capturing or not. So the status one, this is pretty nice. The only problem is it's kind of in the middle of everything. Yeah, so the problem here, it's gonna grab whatever is closest. We do not want that, so we have to disable the snap to put this back. Was like that, and then we need to add a new one. No, it's too late. No, did I mess it up? You have to add it before, yeah, like that. Then it's gonna release the one that we had. All right, so now we can move it around a little bit just to see that we are capturing. So we're gonna put it here instead. And then lower the size to like 50%. Yeah, just so we see that it's actually capturing. Alright, I think that's good enough. So F5, I reset this. F6, we start and stop this. That's good enough. And then we only need to survive. That's the problem. When you're in this rank, I just keep dying, bro. The most frames. Yeah, when I'm doing like a real testing, it's nice to see, but I can't see it when I'm playing. It's just in the way. So we only want the data from CL36 right now for the video I'm gonna make later. So we just need a full game with some eliminations. Hopefully like 1 elimination or more of spawn, and then 1 mid game and then 1 at end game. Yeah, I can show you in a little bit. So we're gonna start both.
Capture started.
This is garbage, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that he's gonna run down all the way now. He's taking it. He's jumping out right now. Is he here? No. Alright, so he did not take the toilet. That means he went on the other side. Or he's camping here somewhere. We're gonna find out soon enough. Or sometimes they just wait and they go down after we go up. Right, let's try to do. Should we switch? We don't need the D19 right now. Oh, but those lows are not good though. Here is run off, bro. Do not have other mats. GG, bro. Did somebody use a zip line? No. Oh. I thought they had the other one. Alright, that's good. Now we got 1 kill spawn. Let's just pray to the Lord that we survive long enough for this to be a full game. The only important part is that the games are equally long. That's really the only thing that matters. And that the gameplay is sort of the same. So we're gonna rotate the same that I always do. But we need the other game, when we don't have the OC, to also be with 1 elimination of spawn now. Because that really messes up with the FPS. So if we don't have that, it's gonna be a little bit like cheating. Gonna play a few games and hopefully we get 1 of each. Like, so 1 with the elimination, 1 without. Yeah, in the beginning, no matter where you drop or what you do, the lows, they're gonna drop. One, 2, and 3. Nah, it's not gonna do. I'm cooked, bro.
Capture finished.
All right, so in CAFMX, that we're not gonna be able to use that, unfortunately. Oh my god, this stuttering. This is not good. But the problem is, now when you capture it, you're gonna capture when you die also. So we're gonna have to go in and then remove the last like 3 seconds. So the stuttering improves quite a lot. But this is also because the shaders aren't fully compiled. But we can see here when it drops. This is so slow, bro. And we don't want to see the labels here. We only want to see the custom comment we're gonna make later. We're not gonna use this because it was too short. Yeah, so here's when the FPS drops. I'm guessing this was the first fight, and this was the second. No, this was the second fight. That was pretty quick. 60 seconds in. So that's the fun part. When you record a game, then you can watch exactly when in the game it dropped. So like most often, it's gonna be when you're fighting, or when you're excessively building. So we're gonna compare these ones with the OC and non-OC later. But this was too short, so I'm not even gonna keep this one. Then try again.
Capture started. Capture started.
Yeah, I should be doing pubs, but when I make the video later, like, first of all, I hate playing pubs, bro. It's just so many. If there were just regular people that weren't tryharding at my level, that would be so much more fun to play. But there's so many bots, bro, and having like clips when you kill bots, that's not okay. And when I compare the games, I want it to be ranked because that's what people are gonna care about. The FPS is different in ranked games because there's more real players. Not sure how big a difference it does, but it actually matters a little bit. Because when you're fighting a real player, that's when the FPS is gonna go down. So we kind of need to be ranked. Bro, pick it up. We don't have mats. Oh no.
Capture finished.
Alright, this goddamn voice, bro. None. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so this is what happens when you die, and to fix this, we have to use the range slider, because this is not accurate at all, so we can't keep that part of the FPS test. So I have to remove from the benchmark just right up until that. I'm guessing this was when we jumped down, maybe? It dropped down. But these drops, they happen quite a lot in the beginning. But otherwise, it was pretty stable, so that's good, even when we were shooting and fighting later on. That's a big difference, bro. Like the FPS difference with a 4060 Ti and 4070 is, oh my god, it's so low. It's like 6 to 10 FPS. So if you have a decent build, it's not gonna matter. If you have a 9800 XD, like don't bother getting the 4070. Yeah, just get. I would either, like, if you want the best value, I would get a used 3060 Ti. That's gonna be your best value when you play Fortnite. Or go for a 4060 or 5060. Because if you get the 5060, it's the same performance basically. But it's a little extra money, but you get the extra warranty. And having last gen means that in like 3 years, if you want to sell the PC to upgrade, it's gonna be worth a little bit more. But I build and sell PCs practically like all the time. So second-hand value is worth a lot for me. Do you play other games than Fortnite? Because if you only play Fortnite, get a used graphics card, like a 3060 or 3060 Ti. If you want the extra VRAM on the 4070, then it might be worth it. Because 8 gigabytes, really, Fortnite and Valorant, right? So then you don't need more than 8 gigabytes. Like Fortnite uses around 1.5 to 2 gigabytes of VRAM. So you do not need the full 8 on a 4060 even. And the difference between a 4060 and the 4060 Ti is also basically non-existent in Fortnite. So I would just get a 4060, to be honest. People don't like when you recommend, or like whenever I build a PC with a 9800 and a 4060, oh my god, they get so mad in the comments. But bro's gonna have the biggest bottleneck. Yeah, not really. People don't understand how little, like almost every comp game, like Valorant, Counter-Strike, is using like so much of the CPU that it, like once you go above like a 3060 Ti performance, doesn't really matter. But it does matter for latency. So if you have like a 4090 or 4080 Super or something like that, the latency is gonna be better. But is that noticeable? I don't know, bro. It's still not a lot. Like the difference is not that big, but there is a difference at least. Alright, I'm gonna remove the OC. Nah, I don't think they. Nah. I don't think most people will. But if you're trying to go pro, and you can get, I don't know, 10% more FPS and 4 milliseconds lower delay, I don't know. Once you start getting earnings in Fortnite, those things start to matter. Oh my god. Oh my god, going to a 9800 on from that, that's gonna feel amazing. Even if you keep your 2070 Super, bro, it's gonna be a huge upgrade. Yeah, those freezes and like the FPS drops, that's just not a fun experience. Sometimes when I make FPS videos on like lower end hardware, like the i3 10100F, oh my god, it's just so you get angry almost when playing when it doesn't run smoothly. And obviously, you don't need this PC, but it's just so much better. Alright, we're gonna restart in case there's something fucked up with the computer right now. When you start to pickaxe the wall and you're not even close to the car, and then you start pickaxing the car instead, bro. Come on. I'm gonna go grab a Pepsi. I'll be right back. .2. Oh my god, that is not okay. FPS testing on for the mobile. There's surprisingly a lot of people playing Fortnite mobile. Oh my god, that's not okay, bro. Like, even upgrading a little bit can do a lot for you. Oh my god, Pepsi. Oh. I hate dying on spawn. Like, if you could find a new game instantly, I wouldn't care, bro. But now... I mean, I think PS5 can run at least 120 pretty stable. Oh, controller mobile. That might not be as bad, right? Maybe it's the skin. My daughter's playing for 10900K with 1060. Kind of slaps my homemade setup. Oh my god, 60 hertz? Bro, you need to get her at least 180. But is that a 6GB version of the 1060? Because that's not so bad. That's a lot of hate, but still decent. To run like the simpler games like Fortnite and... Oh, yeah. Oh, I did not put on... Bro! How to run? Oh my god, this is gonna kill me. Where's the app, bro? What? Right, I'm just gonna go die now because we... Fortnite wanted to kill us. Yeah, 240 is multiple use 120 now. Oh. But I'd rather have a higher hertz monitor than the FPS you can do instead of the opposite. Because running like 240 hertz when you're just using your PC in like Chrome or whatever just feels better. Sure, PC get with spare parts. That's probably true. She's not gonna notice. But the problem is when she's using like a 90 hertz on her phone, that's gonna feel way smoother than using the PC. And that's not right, bro. Oh my god, we drank too much Pepsi. But 10-year-olds, I don't know. They're not gonna notice. I don't have DMs on my Discord. It was like a parental control thing. And then my mom lost her account. So I can't enable it. But you just send it in general on Discord. To be honest, the best RAM to OC is a 5600 CL36 kit. Because basically all of those you can get to run, not all of them, but most of them. You can get them to run at 6400 CL36. That is quite a big improvement. And with tight timings on top of that, like this is a very respectable score. 4200 and below 4 latency. So right now we are using a CL36 6000 kit. And it's running 6200 CL32. So this is also good, you know? No complaints. And I kind of want to test. This is like the highest end CPU you can get to play games right now. So this is going to be very interesting to see how much it affects the performance. I also want to test it on the 7800X 3D, the 7600X, the 14, like all of the builds that I have. To see where, like, does it matter on a 12400F if you OC your RAM or not? And does it matter on a super high-end one? Just making like a video, so I'm gonna edit together a video and post it later. But if I only test on one PC, that's kind of a scam, because then only the people with that same PC can think, oh, I should OC my RAM. Oh my god, that's a good RAM kit, bro. But the G-Skill Trident is so expensive, bro. Oh my god. But at least your ping is pretty crazy, bro. Like zooming in. Huh? He didn't write the problem. Right, no more excuses. 5 seconds. That's unplayable. But you're on AM4, right? You can just get a 5600 CPU, and your FPS gonna be way better. Oh, Cafamex. Because going from a crap PC to a 9900 XD, you might get like a heart attack or something. Please. Why isn't it recording frame times, bro? What is happening? Oh, this whole game is gonna be a waste now if that's not working, bro. Oop. Right, so why isn't this working? It is working! Alright, so we need the voice.
Capture started.
Because the overlay is not even turning on now. Why is that, bro? The whole reason why you have it is to see if you're capturing or not, and now it's not even working. But you see, this shit internet that I have. I reset the wall. I was turning around to open it like and edit and shoot him, and then I die behind my wall. Oh my god. It's not even close, you know? Some people say it's desync. No, bro. Oh, it's off. Why is this off, bro? It's not really the game, to be honest. It's my internet. But I really think that Fortnite should have like an average ping feature. Because everybody's playing on low ping. Just... yeah, they raped me, bro. That's the problem. The ping is around 30, 40 with these random spikes to like 200. I'm living like out in the forest. We have like the worst internet service provider in history of mankind. So that's the real problem. Yeah, 30 ping is not high when it's only 30 ping. Did I not save the overlay before? I'm pretty sure that I did. Maybe not. Alright, so now it's set up at least the way it should be.
Capture started. Capture started. Capture started.
I like that the volume does nothing, bro. What?
Capture started.
What is this, bro? It's not changing anything. Just closing. That's a good answer. Or a good question, at least. I don't think it does. I want to make like a compilation video testing this simple stuff. The myths. Like if you go into the audio tab, you put sound quality high. It literally says, may decrease performance. I want to know, does this actually matter? Like stuff like this. Do some benchmarks before and after and testing all of these like random stuff. Doesn't mean there was... I did a video on that on the other channel. 0 FPS difference. But the audio one, that would make sense because high audio quality is harder to run. Right, let's put this low. The important part is the same. So we haven't gotten a good game to benchmark yet. Because of unfortunate turn of events. I might have to give up and start playing pubs. So if we do testing with latency on while running it, we should see a difference. Maybe. Not necessarily, are you sure? To be honest, the Trident kit, I'm not sure. You can OC. To be honest, the megahertz and the CL, it's not that big of a deal. But the timings and the sub timings, that's gonna matter more. And you can almost OC every kit to run pretty smooth. Like this kit is not this nice to begin with. And this was a cheap, bro, this kit. I think I paid like 21 euros for it. It's so cheap. So we increased, bro, we went from 50 to 39. That's a lot, bro. It's like 20% better. And increase the score, overall score with 15%, 20%. So you can do quite a lot actually with just normal OC. It takes a long time though, that's the main problem. You have to benchmark so much and stress test them. Yeah, so the 5600 CL36, that's what I'm using in most of my builds. Except for this one. I did have that 5600 kit first, but then I switched it out. What is happening, bro? That's not even the problem, bro. I should have hit that. I hate pimp hubs, bro. It's the worst thing ever. There are quite a few like good guides, I think, that actually makes sense for people. Like I don't know that much about RAM OC. I just started doing it myself. But you learn a lot when you like talk to people that actually know what they're doing. And Doof on Discord and Luke, they are really good at overclocking. My friend stress tested 2 hours the RAM with that time. So got to 8400. Oh my god, that is high. That is crazy, bro. I got the 6000 kit to run at 7000, but with not tight timing, just the megahertz, and like the traffic, like the base subtiming stuff. But we got no performance gains. The 9800 XD doesn't seem to bother. If you go above 6400, the performance is about the same. But like a 14900 KS, that's gonna love those timings if you get them tight and the megahertz. Just in reload. I haven't played a single game on reload. I played one game last season. I know. It just feels like you might as well just play Team Rumble. Nah, come on, bro.
Capture finished.
You have 3 lives? What is that? Oh, the new this kit was it the 10,000 megahertz kit? Reverb. I have not seen anyone benchmark and actually show performance difference. Yeah, so I don't know, bro. I haven't tested myself. I don't think it's gonna matter. What's on some roles? We're playing with your friends? I guess the Team Rumble is pretty fun, bro. Silly. Yeah, I do not trust Silly, bro. He's faking and making up so much stuff. When he's comparing stuff, he's comparing on first a compiled game and then a non-compiled game and then blaming it like the FPS drops on the tweak that he's testing or whatever he's doing. That's almost ridiculous, bro. So I don't trust him. Oh. Record. Ah, nice slide. What is happening? Something is... Oh god. Why did I open a map? Should I go restart my router? Something might be like terribly wrong. Alright, wait until it opens. You know what? I'll keep that. For my testing, the 7601 is better. The averages seems to be about the same, but when I'm looking at like different YouTubers doing testing, their lows are way worse. So I would get the 7600X if you're buying both new, like the motherboard and the CPU. But if you already have an AM4 motherboard, I don't think it's worth buying a new motherboard and the CPU if you're looking to upgrade. But if you're going from like a 12400F system, bro, it's not alright. Something is fucked up with my internet. It's not listening when I'm pressing the keys. Should go restart more. The only problem is the stream is gonna mess up when I restart. So that's a little bit annoying. Alright, let's jump on this guy. I really want to head to. Right, how many pulse grenades does he have left? And where did he go? Did he run away or is he camping behind this rock? You never know. Alright, let's see if we can find him. Oh, did he find somebody else? Is that him? Nah, that's gotta be another guy, right? Ooh. You know what? Let's switch that. This is my second time using this. Please, on the post right now. Right, one elimination. I have a Gigabyte Ors board. It's a B660 board. But it's like a mini ITX one. I have it for my streaming PC. I don't like that board. It has like a USB problem. So when you use all the USB ports, they disconnect. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've had it since new, but it's like 4 years old, so I can't, make like a claim for warranty on it. Not sure what happened with it. It's crazy how 7 times. Yeah, the averages on this is just unreal, bro. That is actually crazy. So if you have like a 500 hertz monitor, this is gonna be a good build. If you don't have a 500 hertz monitor, like a 7800 XD is gonna be pretty good, bro. Ooh, the new sniper. There's no way this is gonna be worth grabbing, but might as well. I only have one clip with it right now on YouTube. It would be fun to get at least another one. I'm pretty sure this is never gonna come back to the game. Ooh, I think the 5700 XD is gonna be better than the 7500 actually. Did he see me? No. Alright, that was pretty good. That was pretty crazy. Come on, bros. That was pretty good. I wanted a clip for TikTok. We just got it, bro. That was pretty crazy. What should we grab instead here? Should we stick to the sniper? Yeah, the first one was crazy. I wished he died after like the second shot. But you can't have everything. But that we got him right when he shockwave. Yeah, I'm gonna post that later on shorts, for sure. Right, this is gonna be the before game, I think. This is looking pretty nice. Now we just need to survive till the end game. We're gonna avoid fighting now. Try to make it like top 5 would be good. Could drop the sniper. And get some more heals, maybe. Possible. I want a third part of this fight though. Is that okay? If I die now, oh man, I'm gonna regret it so much. Bro, if that was a headshot. Alright, that was a bust, bro. Oh, bro, no. There's only one way to survive when these attack you, and that's going underneath a bridge or something where they can't shoot you. Come on, we don't want to fight now. We just want to survive. I don't care about basically anything else but surviving. Right? Oh, Alienware OLEDs. Oh my god. OLED monitor seems to be so nice. So we have an OLED TV. And that's crazy, bro. Imagine that for a PC. That would be crazy. It's so expensive. Oh my god, it's so expensive. You know, my monitor is good. You know, I had no complaints. But I would rather have a 360 Hz OLED one. That would be nice. But you don't want the burnings on an OLED though. That's pretty crazy. And that the warranty on the burning warranty is on 2 years. I think that's not enough. Alright, so this game has been 10 minutes. That's pretty decent for the test. Alright, so we're gonna drop the sniper after we get one more of these, please. Come on, bro. I kind of want to shoot him so he knows that we're waiting for him with the sniper. Oh, is that the distance? It is! Nah, it's not the distance. Alright, let's drop the sniper for the... that one. Is it going to hit by improve FPS? I don't think it's gonna do. Weakening your BIOS? For me, it's only led to worse performance. More instability. But overclocking your RAM, that's gonna boost performance. With how much, I am not 100% sure actually. Alright, we're gonna sacrifice the little bro for the bigs. But the hidden BIOS stuff, that's not gonna do that much. I think on some PCs, Intel specifically, disabling C states. This is not overclocking, so this is tweaking. Disabling C states might improve performance, and on AMD, disabling the SMTS or STSM, something like that, should technically also boost performance. But I don't know. Until you test it on your own PC, it's hard to tell for sure. I need to start making you don't have to... When I do a test now, I want to go full out. You know, do the solo custom test when you run the same path, because that's going to be the most accurate. But we also want to see, does it actually improve FPS of a real game? So if you play 3 games, rotate the same path, almost same illumination, more stuff like that, that's what I want to know. The extra latency things, it's just stuff from Rivetuna. They added it in the latest beta. So the reported lag, that's what Windows reports that your current latency is. And I think that's the... Windows report it as input latency. But it doesn't say that it is input latency. So I'm not 100% sure what it is. But when you increase your settings, it increases a lot. It's 4,000 if you play on higher settings. So it does something, and it does seem to work. And the other one is what it says. So CPU busy is the milliseconds between the frame times, I think. Input latency is the reported input latency. They are pretty much the same until you play on high settings. So I'm just testing out to see if we can find something that actually improves or not, like make it worse, you know? If we test the... Oh, disabling C states lowers your input delay. Oh, it's just AI server. I have not been here, I think, so far. So I just added that quite recently, so I'm not 100% sure how much it is. Go to HW info stats. You can pull stuff from HW info within RiviTuner, but this is from, it's called preset mon. It's Windows' own like latency feature. It's quite new. It's on like a few weeks old, so not a lot of people talked about it. Oh, I thought you put like a port of 4, bro. Alright. Should we just... How long has this been going on now? 15 minutes. That's more than enough, no? Was he camping in the bush, bro? Oh, what? I was looking at here, bro. That was kind of funny. He was just camping in the bush. Oh my god. Alright, so he's sitting just around the corner now. No? I am not sure where that guy went. Oh, here he is. No. What? Was that another guy? Yeah, that was not the same guy, was it? Oh, that was on mine. Oh, what's this build? I'm dead. He's on third party, bro. No. Alright, stop.
Capture finished.
How long was that? That's good, bro. 18 minutes. Right, the first thing to do, go into Analyze tab. This last spike here, this is when you die and it starts loading the weird shit. So you also have to remove that first. So this is one of the ones we're gonna use later. So we have to click the range slider here, zoom in, and then pull back. I'm guessing it was just this latest one, right? So we want it to be at 1082. So no, it was 1082. Oh yeah, so we want it to be 1081 basically. So that's not gonna do everything, but to make it more accurate. What's better for FPS? So performance mode is always better. But if you're playing on DirectX 12 low, that seems to run better than DirectX 11 on some PCs. I have never gotten like benchmarked DirectX 11 versus 12, so I am not 100% sure. What does Gary consider as stutters? To be honest, I am not 100% sure. I think it's considering a stutter when your frame times are without the deviation of the average. So this is considered a stutter. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, like all of these one, when they drop a little bit more than the average percentage. If we go into the comparison tab, you can see the frame times here. So I'm guessing it's gonna average between like 0 and 100, like somewhere here. And as soon as it like spikes up, this is considering a stutter. But this is in general pretty good, except this one. But of spawn, it is always a little bit more unstable. But this is gonna be pretty interesting to see. All right, so we want at least one more game. Yeah, it is quite a lot. But CaFMX is very sensitive also. So you're gonna have a lot of stuttering when you're fighting, and exploring the map and doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, almost 10%. That is a lot. I did not feel any like big drops. Like there was one time, I think was a shader thing, but I don't know. I heard people say that the older version does like it has less. Should we try that? I haven't even tested that. The 4070 is not overclocked, only the CPU and the RAM. So we have CPU and RAM OC here. Was you? I seen like there's a few people talk about that, but I haven't really checked it out. You can look for betas. Bro, I don't like the GitHub stuff, bro. Oh, there's a beta. There's a new one also. Is it a dark mode? Ooh. Okay, let's install this runtime. And let's try the newer one and see if it works. Wait, was it 2024? How can it still be a beta, bro? No, after the 2025. A month ago. Is this also bugged? Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna Google it, bro. What is this, bro? You can't even search for it? Projects. Final release. Uh, Alright, so here it is. Right, let's save this file because I am not gonna get that game again. 41 megabytes. Why is it so big, bro? I need to get Nitro so I can upload these to the Discord. Let's put it on the desktop. When we uninstall this, it's not gonna... Wait, so the problem is it gonna do anything different when we record frame times? Because that's gonna be inaccurate. So we still might have to record it with 174. I just used like free Nitro, so you can use it again in like a month or something like that. Alright, is this still here? Yeah. Alright, so settings are saved. No, they are not. Oh, we have to redo it? Oh no, bro. That was such a good game. Oh, that's a nightmare, bro. Alright, at least we got one good clip to post on YouTube Shorts. That was pretty good with the sniper in the air also. That was pretty good. But the problem is, whenever I do like what I think is a good clip, it gets 0 views. And when it's like a average clip, it gets sometimes a lot of views. Yeah, it wasn't that good. It felt better when I played it. But hitting that was just so lucky, bro. Why is there no audio, bro? What? Bro, what is happening? The clip has no audio. Why is that? No, 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 bro. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my god. I forgot to change the profile. Oh no. That's bad, bro. Right, so basically that means this whole stream was a waste. 2 hours. Oh my god, bro. I hate OBS. It's so annoying. It's like using another profile. I switch PCs too often, so I forgot to switch back. Do you have any idea when I refresh some Windows, my PC is getting before live to something? Ooh, that's a little bit strange. But when was before? Like how long ago? Because the FPS gets worse and worse and worse the more they do updates. Oh, a week ago? That seems strange. Are you using the same drivers and everything? And the same Windows? Like everything is the same? Or did you update before? Or did you update now?
Capture started.
Same everything. Yeah, that is a little bit strange. Did you run like a pass mark test? Also before? Pass mark save. Oh, that's not good. A little rat. People are camping behind doors, man. Who? Somebody using a pulse grenade. I don't think it was that guy. Yeah, if I was you, maybe try do another reinstall. Did you clean your SSD with the partitions and stuff like that? Right, we have 4 builds. That's not gonna be good when somebody keys us. Depends a little bit. I usually take the build cost and then add 20%. And then I usually don't sell it for quite a long while. So it depends a little bit. But sometimes, like I built the PC 3 days ago, the 14400F with a 4060, and I put it up for sale at 45% the build cost, and was thinking somebody was gonna like lowball me an offer. So if I get an offer that's 20% above what I built it for, I take it. And then within like 6 hours, somebody bought it when I posted it for sale. So I didn't even have the PC fully installed for 24 hours. So I don't even have that PC anymore. That was pretty nice. But when I'm done testing with this PC, I'm gonna put it up for sale. Bro, I saw him and I was gonna tour pump him. Oh, we got fine.
Capture finished.
Yeah, parts plus 20%. I think that's valid, you know? Yeah, what is happening, bro? This is ridiculous, bro. What is happening? So CL36 wants it. What the fuck are they doing? How can they even have 1.74 out if this is the difference? Are they retarded? What the fuck is going on? They can't do it, bro. What is happening? I have zero confidence in CL36 from now on. They can't do that, bro. What? They need to pull back 1.7.4. What? This is crazy. I thought it was like a visual bug. Like, so it looked different. But it's like recording different FPS. Yeah, anything above 2. That's just... Oh my god. But it was such a good game, bro. We got like 5-6 eliminations. And we played for like 20 minutes. That was like the perfect game to benchmark. And now we can't use it. I'm just... I should delete this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. The difference is quite a lot. I thought, because when you said, bro, what's this stunning? I was like, that does not look good. And these like spikes going both like up and down, it does not look that good, but alright. At least now we know. What? So the P95 773 769. This is the same. So the P95 is the same. Average 575, 524, a little bit lower. Next time, listen to your viewers carefully. Bro out here saving the community. Mountain Heights. I will remember that. I will trust you from now on. Now, going up to 300 for the first time. It might be the bug, or it might be because shaders aren't fully compiled. But here we fought on spawn, and fighting on spawn is gonna mess everything up. And here we didn't fight on spawn. We fight it a little bit in, like somewhere here. So that might be a reason. But when we're comparing this later, I'm gonna make this one. It's gonna roll like super slowly, like this. So we can see the difference when fighting. That's what I want to compare. How much do you think a 5800X and RX 6600 PC would sell for? In Sweden, where I live, that PC would sell for $7,300 Swedish crowns. I'm the one who reported bug. Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty impressive, Martin. That's pretty impressive. This build, I mean, the 4070 is pretty expensive. But right, do you live in Sweden? Right now, I would definitely recommend this, bro. I will at 2K. Wait. 2K what? Oh, they fixed the bug. Next update should be fine. They should update it like yesterday if that was a problem. Alright, so my 9800 X3D, I paid 4,790. Or the one I have on my desk, I paid 5,200 for this that I have in my PC. Let's find something similar. The graphics card, I paid 5,790 Swedish crowns. Which, if I was faster today, I would have bought a 5070 for the exact same price. Perfect flip. The case, I'm using the wooden chassis for 900 Swedish crowns. Motherboard, we're using this motherboard, but I only paid 12.99 as an finvara, like an open box version that they returned to the store with bent pins. So I should have just returned it, but I wanted it, so I just fixed it. This 16GB kit, I paid 289 Swedish crowns, somewhere around there. And then the SSD we paid 499. It's a Kingston MV3. And then alright, so we have a Seasonic, really good power supply that I bought for a really good price of 749 Swedish crowns. But this retail price is crazy high. Alright, so we paid 14,753 Swedish crowns for this. That's 1,360 euros or 1,547 US. Wish. Oh. $12.69. That's really close to the euro. And yours, wait, to buy it's 2K to build it for you. But I bought everything except for the chassis at like a deal. So either when there was like a price drop from a stream, from a retailer, or like I only buy parts for good deals, otherwise I don't buy it. So it's sort of cheating a little bit. Alright, so playing this late is not fun. And now we're gonna die as bomb.
Capture started.
Did he take the toilet? Right, we have one build. Yeah, he took the toilet, didn't he? And then, I'm guessing, he ran on the top side down to this part. Go to the wall here to see. Ah, Chester's still there, he's probably not here. Right, why is the builds red? I hate this internet, bro. It's so ass. Bro, build! Oh my god. I should not be playing when my internet is bad. It's just so annoying. I go to build and it's just red, bro. How can it be red? Oh my god, it's so annoying. Alright, we don't want the heavy blaster. We don't need another sniper shot. Alright, wait a little bit. Then we can edit. Then oh, that's expensive, bro. Why is it so expensive? Because in Sweden, we pay like a import tax on all the electronics. So it's just way more expensive than in the US. You have like the same? But then I would just not get the 47. It's a waste of money, basically, for most games. And I would never buy a 4070 for myself. In my main PC, I have a 3060. So I only bought this one to flip it. But if you like play Cyberpunk or like those intensive games, then you are like, before you start playing, prepared to pay more because you want the graphical experience. But the mentality when you play Fortnite comp, you just want it as cheap as possible. Alright, so he's still here, bro. Is he gonna take my car? Players love to take my car and just drive away. That's okay. It's not good, but it's like decent. But I would not even look at the 460 Ti. Right, where's it? I think people are so afraid of the queue times. They just run away when there's a fight. He is gone though. The 4060 and the 40 Ti is very close in performance. And a 3060 Ti is basically a 4060 Ti without DLSS 3. So I would just get a 3060 Ti. How much that if you go to like, do you have Facebook Marketplace? That's usually a good price to find like used hardware. How much would that cost? Because in Sweden, we have this website that's really good to buy and sell piece of parts called Radera. You can buy and sell outside the EU also. Do you also have that? You can pick up a 3060 Ti for like, it's gonna be 2,200 up to 2,600 Swedish crowns. That's gonna be like, it's gonna be way better. Yo, the ice, what's good, bro? Oh, I would just get that, bro. It's half price compared to a 460 Ti, and it's basically the same performance. Yeah, I would just get that. Oh, no. What is this? I hate those flying stuff, bro. We should be able to hide behind this van, right? It's scared to follow them because they can shoot you so fast. I don't like that they have like 3 lives. That's just so much bullshit. Yeah, it is a bit risky buying used for sure, but as long as you find like a somewhat decent seller, you should be fine. I don't know if I could live in, yeah, but bro, there's a lot of good deals in Stockholm. Just has to go on a little trip.
Capture finished.
I don't know. I buy a lot of used stuff, and I've never had a problem with anything. But I know a guy. He bought a used 3090, and then after he bought it, he was like, "It's not performing good." And I said, "Are you sure that's a 3090?" And the serial number on the box didn't match the serial number on the card. So I said, "Bro, you might be cooked." Because I think they bought a fake 3090 from like AliExpress and then swapped the boxes and scammed you. And I told him to like press charges against the police and make a full stuff. He refused. So he then scammed somebody else. That was not good, bro. 2 hours, that's worth it. 47 Super and an R5 7600X, good combo. Very good combo. The graphics card is a little bit overkill. If you play Fortnite, I would not get a 47 Super at all. But if you play, I don't know, DirectX 12 with high settings Fortnite, it's gonna be a good combo. Cyberpunk, like a bunch of those games. Where kommer du från? Originally, I am from Iceland. And then we moved here when I was younger. Doesn't matter if 2 or 3 fans. Not really. If you get a like super high-end graphics card and you do a lot of 3D modeling, let's say a 39 or 490, then the cooling is gonna matter. But as long as you have like a decent graphics card and play normal games, it's not gonna matter. Kan du språket? I can speak Swedish, and I sound Swedish, but that's because I have like a mix of everything. Så jag kan prata svenska, men it sounds a little bit strange when I speak Swedish. For streaming and gaming. As if you're streaming, you're gonna use the extra VRAM on that 47 Super. So you get 12 gigabytes of VRAM on that. And if you're streaming, you're probably... Oh, Miss Atlantic? No, not really. My dad is from Iceland, and my mom is from Sweden. So I never been to Iceland. Like what I remember, I was born there, and then I've been there once on like we went on a family thing, just to Reykjavik, and then met some of my relatives, which I never met before, and it was just cringe. But we all just spoke English and Swedish, so I can't say much informative. My dad wants me to learn, but he never like if he doesn't speak Icelandic, like, or he can speak it, but he just never like he speaks Swedish almost perfectly, and he never bothers. Like the week before we're supposed to go there for or like meet with Christmas relatives or whatever. There's like, bro, you need to practice yours. And so, bro, I do not need to do anything. We can stick to English and Swedish. Or should we go with the 5070? I would say that the 4070 Super is gonna outperform the 5070 in most games. But if you wanna use the frame gen with the 50 series on like Cyberpunk and do upscaling and stuff like that, the 50 series is gonna be better. But if you're not gonna use, like if you only play like comp and you just want the best performance out of a graphics card for the price, I would get the 4070 Super. Like a used 4070 Super is gonna be way better price to performance than if you buy a new 4070 Super or a 5070. Yeah. Damn. Oh my god. So how long was that last game? Why did I shoot at that? I knew I was gonna die. I'm sad to see the performance of 3977 those in Intel. In Fortnite, AMD GPUs is just not the way to go. Fortnite is not optimized at all for AMD GPUs. But in other games, AMD CPUs are more worth it, like price to FPS wise. Cool, good looking, my guy. Oh my god, like 30,000 Swedish crowns for a 5090? That's not too bad. But it's a shit ton of money for sure. That's a lot of money. I mean, here I think it's more expensive. No, it isn't. Oh, it's cheaper, bro. What? This is. I mean, this is like 1.5 months' salary. But if you want the best of the best, seems like the 14600 KF is better, but probably not worth it. In terms of FPS, the 7600X is a lot better. The 7600X is on par with the 14700 KF. So my 7600X and 14700 KF both average just about 400 FPS, but the 14700 KF's lows are better. And if you cap it at 240, the Intel one is going to hold it better. Intel just holds the FPS better for the lows. But I saw benchmarks and the 4700 seems better. Who posted that? Because I have the 14600 KF and the 14700 KF and the 7600X. And for me, the averages with a 14600 KF is around 320, 340. And the 7600X can average like 390. So, I don't know. But I have not benchmarked the 14600 KF with OC stuff. So that might be a problem also. And I should do that. I just don't want to switch. Like, my main piece right now is the 14700 KF because it's better than the 9800 XAD for editing and like day-to-day use. And I like to have the dual PC setup so the FPS tests are accurate. But I'm thinking I'm gonna stop doing FPS benchmark, like the gameplay benchmarks on the main channel. They don't get enough views to be worth the trouble. The shorts get a lot of views and some comments. That's pretty funny, but I don't know. Like recording whole matches, those like people don't seem to care about that. But some videos pop off. But on average, you get like 200 views, and that's not worth it. So I'm gonna try and focus more on like tweaks and testing stuff. That is a lot more fun also to do. Which motherboard do you recommend for the 14600 KF? So you don't want the H610 motherboards for one reason only, basically, and that's the power limit. And basically any B660 or B760 motherboard is gonna be good enough. On almost every motherboard, you can OC the RAM. The megahertz is gonna be locked, basically, but the timings, you can tweak the timings on most motherboards, even the H610 motherboard. But I don't know. I have a Z690 MSI Pro. Really like the MSI motherboards. Just for overclocking with the memory try it feature, that's gold, bro. So, depends. R570 MSI good. MSI what? Motherboard. For AM5, there's no FPS difference going from an A620 motherboard to a B650 from what I tested. So I had with the 9800 X3D on the A620 motherboard, and I got the same FPS as the B650. Overclock works the same on both. When you benchmark with Passmark, there's gonna be a small difference. Take like 5% maybe. But that's only when you push it 100%. And when you play games, it's not the same. But I think if you were to, I don't know, edit a bunch of videos, then you should probably see a little bit of performance difference. But in game, it's just gonna be like when you run variants, depending on what motherboard you have. But if you're gonna like super overclock more than I do, I only do like basic overclock. So if you do like a super overclock, then you might start seeing more differences also. But I don't know. I can only speak from my own experience, and in my experience, there's no real difference. So if I go for the Samsung X, we recommend the MSI. Yes, definitely. I love the MSI Pro motherboards. Even for the H610 motherboards, I prefer those over the Gigabyte ones. But the MSI Pro one is quite a lot more expensive though than the Gigabyte.
Capture started.
But the biggest difference is gonna be the I/O ports. So the Gigabyte B650 S2H, you don't get any USB-C ports, and I think you only get 2 USB 3.2 ports, which is sad. I don't know, it's not that bad, you know, depending on what you have before, but I use my USB-C ports quite a lot for like adapters and stuff. And I have like my streaming PC and other PC is on the other side of the wall. So I have like a bunch of USB like hubs and stuff connected, so I can pull the cables through the wall. So for me, I really like having a lot of USB ports. But for a typical gamer, what are you gonna connect? Your headset, your keyboard, your mouse, and then you're done. Maybe you don't matter. Oh, it's not that. Oh, but it is. Like the other one costs what, 950 right now, I think. 980 maybe. Bro! Are you fucking kidding me, bro? I hit him 70 in the head. Yeah, that's enough for tonight.
Capture finished.
That's possible. Why go for a headshot, bro? If it hits for 70. That is not happening. Alright. Remove all this shit. We're not gonna use anything from tonight. That's scam. Yeah, I can't build, you know, because I can't trust my build. Because either they're not gonna place, or I'm just gonna die behind my builds as usual. So I have to go for the 200 pump. But no. Because it hits 70. Oh my god, it's such a scam. Alright, but at least we learned that we can't use the other Capture Mix, because that's probably made by Epic Games, so it's shit. But the 172 seems to be more accurate. Alright, let's see. I don't think I tested this with the RAM OC. A 5-minute queue. To die like that. That's a scam, bro. Alright, it's not crashing right away, at least. That's good. But when it comes to motherboards, the most important thing is the I/O. Like, how many USB ports do you need? And if you're gonna sell the PC, like try and flip it. So you're gonna build it and then post it for sale with like a 20% profit. So you can just sell it and then buy a new one and then make some money. That's basically what I did in the beginning. Like selling my main PC. So you're gonna be out of a PC for a few days, but you're gonna make a lot of money in the end if you do it regularly. Then you might want the MSI Pro B650 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. That's what I'm using right now on this build. But that used to cost 14.99 Swedish crowns, and quite often you could find them for 12.99, like an open box version. So I have 2 of those for 12.99, and then I have one A620 for 860 Swedish crowns. So that's super cheap, but it doesn't have any fun ports, doesn't have Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. It's very limited. Yeah, I think this is gonna be stable. I think this is the one that I tested for 3 hours last time, and no problems with stability. Ooh, I would want to test. So I'm making a new app. You should not be doing stuff when you benchmark, but or we're not benchmarking, we're stress testing. So I'm making an app. It's not gonna be as good as these other apps, but it's gonna be like something in between. So my app is gonna look a little something like this. So far, the only thing that's working with a benchmark is latency. And the stress testing, I'm gonna use the config from the one that has the mem test, the most common one there. But yeah, so far this only works on AMD motherboards, and I'm not sure if I can make it work on everything. Because if I can make it work on both Intel and AMD, I'm just gonna be sad. Then I might remove the timings options and only use the stress test and benchmark one. I should post this so people can try it. Yeah, I should fix that. Maybe do that tonight. It would be fun if more people could test latency on different PCs to see if it actually works or if it just works on mine. Because when you build it or you use ChatGPT and a bunch of different AIs and random YouTube tutorials, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then it works. You think it works when you do it on your PC, but then when you send it to a friend, it just crashes. And that's not gonna work. Like, you need to work with everything. But it made this nice logo. Tight. I said, yeah, oh yeah, he sent these configs. I'm gonna have to load those into the app later. Buy him a new PC, please. What? No. Oh my god, 1,470. What is he doing, bro? All right, we're gonna continue this test tomorrow. Hopefully the internet's gonna be better then, and hopefully I can play a little bit better. I did a lot of mistakes tonight. It's time to go to bed probably. I did buy chips to eat tonight. It was like a new kind, like grill chips with chili from Ica. Super cheap, like 21 Swedish crowns. Super cheap. I haven't tested those. So I'm probably gonna test those. Maybe build a little bit on the app. And then go to bed. But Hypnotize, ESPC, and Miminko. Thank you for watching. Me just die straight for like 3 hours. Enjoy the tips. I will, bro. Good night. Turn off this shit.